Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I'm pretty sure you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read, okay? If you like a personal read, just check out the description. Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. It's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Thank you all for stopping by and saying hi. Okay. The first card I have here, collective, is Black Moon Lilith. Okay. All right. Things that may have been suppressed. Okay. In Leo, allow your light to shine. Okay. Leo placement in your birth chart. Okay. Check your Lilith moon placement. Things that may have been suppressed. Maybe you are someone who feel you have been suppressed, maybe by a parental figure, maybe by those who you feel who are in authority, in your life, whether this is a parental figure, maybe a supervisor, a manager, someone more mature, an older friend, a sibling, okay? Maybe you feel you have had to suppress your light. Maybe you feel you have had to dim your light, okay? Spirit is saying it's time for you to allow your light to shine, for you to stand in your authenticity, for you to be yourself as they are standing here, okay, at this throne here, okay, and this seat is empty. And so Spirit is saying it's time for you to shine your light and be who you are, stand in your authenticity. This, to be original, to really be true to yourself. We say we want something real, we're keeping it real, but honestly, take time to go on the reflection and ask yourself, am I really keeping it real? Am I really being myself? Am I partaking, doing, or being involved at things that make me feel happy? Not just happy on the outside. I'm not speaking of, a fake smile, because anyone can smile but have so much going on the inside. But is your heart smiling on the inside? Are you fulfilled? Are you excited? Are you grateful? Are you thankful? Okay. And so as this throne here is empty and you see the crown resting there, I'm picking up on someone who needs to take a step forward and allow their light to shine so that they can rest on their own throne. So Spirit is saying it's time for you to get your crown and fix your crown. Put it back in its rightful destined place. Okay. And so you could have someone who maybe in your life, maybe as a child, maybe throughout your adulthood, who has made you feel inferior, who has made you feel maybe less than. And it's time to let that go. It's time to leave that energy behind. It's time to surrender any insecurities you may have. It's time to surrender any negative imprints that may have been left on your spirit or your soul. It's time for you to trust that there's a higher power that is standing by, ready to work with you to do the healing process of surrendering the hurts, the pains, the strains, anything that you have endured. And I'm picking up on someone who has something they would like to begin or start or join, and you're thinking about it, but you're not taking action towards it. And so clearly, that is energy from your past. That is, those seeds of doubt that may have been planted in your head as a child, telling you you're not good enough, you won't fit in, you don't qualify. Maybe someone body shamed you, made fun of your image, your weight, what you look like. Maybe you had kids, childhood friends teasing you, even throughout your young adulthood as a teenager in your 20s, or maybe currently you have people around you who is trying to make you feel inferior, who are trying to plant seeds of doubt to make you feel like you're not good enough. Well, this is your confirmation. This is not a coincidence. Spirit is conveying that you are good enough, and the choice is yours, collective. You have free will to not dim your light any longer. Currency. Your time is your currency, and so Spirit wants you to use it wisely. And so it's for you to stay present and making sure that you're remaining grateful and thankful. But make sure you're living a life of bliss, of happiness. And I'm not talking about the pretend kind. I'm not talking about the fake kind. I'm talking about only partaking and indulging in things that are fruitful and helpful for your well-being. Not partaking in things because you see someone else do it. You want to be competitive. It's trendy, or you have some kind of expectation, uh, you want to be popular, those reasons. Make sure that your intentions are pure in whatever you choose to partake in, but you do not have to dim your light. No idea is silly. I'm picking up on someone who has some ideas. Maybe you've been told that they're silly, they don't make sense. Nobody's going to watch your video, nobody's going to buy your book. You're going to write a book on what? Nobody going to buy that. I'm also picking up on a hairstylist. Maybe there's been people critiquing how you do hair. You need to do this, you need to do that. You cannot please them all. You're not put here to please people, but you are here to make sure that you fulfill your individual, uniquely divine contract between you and source. But also, Spirit is saying to be happy and enjoy the bliss. And you can't do that when you allow people to inflict or project their stagnation onto you. A collective people who are insecure and they lack confidence, they will latch on to you, and you'll find yourself feeling like they feel. They will latch on to you, I repeat, and you'll find yourself feeling like they feel. Meaning, if you have a smile on your face every day, and maybe you have a friend that doesn't smile as much, the more you're around them, you'll start to frown as well. So you have to be mindful of who you are allowing into your life. Confirmation. Who you are allowing into your life, and who you are just intertangling and intermingling with periodically, who you're allowing around your children. Be mindful of the negative self-talk as well. And so it would be a good idea to get you some daily affirmations. You can create them yourself. And affirmations do work. It works with momentum. Things work over time. The more you indulge, there has to be a reaction. And from using daily affirmations, it can impact your life in a wonderful, positive way, okay, overall. And so, yeah, no more dimming your light. There are people who are focused on making sure that don't stand in your authenticity. There are people who are invested in making sure that you don't upload those haircuts. Hello, barber. I always pick up on the barbers and the hairstylists. How y'all doing? There are people who are making sure that you won't advertise. There are people who are making sure that you're not writing that book, or you're not, cooking that food and selling those delicious dinners that everyone wants to buy from you, or starting that catering business. There are people who are very focused on making sure that you get nothing done on a daily. But that is a them problem. But the you problem is you cannot allow it. So Spirit is saying no more allowing people to create stagnation. It's time for you to be in the energy of being celebrated and honored. And if people are around you, with the Six of Wands, this represents being celebrated. This represents being celebrated after receiving some kind of victory, some kind of success. Okay, this could be in your personal life. This could be on the job, whatever it is. But change the energy that you allow into your life. If you know someone is negative, Spirit is saying you don't have to interact with them. I know I meet, I meet and have met a lot of people, and if I pick up that you're negative, I'm not going to deal with you. I'm not going to deal with you. I will not hang around you. I'm not going to deal with you. I'll be cordial with you. I'll speak to you. I might even kiki, but personally hanging out with you, and I know you're a negative bag of bones. I know that you're miserable. I am not going to sacrifice my well-being by being around a frequency that is low vibrational who wants to tear me down. Okay? Because a person will come with a smile and say, oh, we should get together. We should this, we should that. But when in actuality, that person could be unhealed. That person could have low self-esteem. That person could just be, they get off, on tearing other people down, or they want to sabotage because they see your light or they see your glow. Collective, be aware that people know when you are talented, when you are articulate. Okay, I'm picking up on someone who knows how to speak. You're very well spoken. You know how to communicate effectively, efficiently. These things can intimidate people when they know that you are motivated and inspired. Yes, even things so simple as communication. I know you like communicating. Yeah, people envy things like that. Okay, if you're very insightful, very vibrational, you're someone who holds a lot of wisdom and knowledge. If you're you're always speaking of high vibrational things, or it could be anything. People find intimidation. They be intimidated by these things. If they're not on that level, instead of being inspired, a person will become intimidated. Then it turns into jealousy and envy. And then they'll put on that fake smile and they want to wheel you in, and they want to attach themselves to you so they can try to break you down, so they can make you dim your light. Okay. And these are also people whom I'm picking up on someone who may have been around someone who's overbearing vocally. Be mindful whenever you are speaking and people want to constantly speak over you, they want to constantly interrupt what you're saying. That is someone who is low vibrational. They have narcissistic traits and they are unhealed. They're dangerous. Be mindful, collective. Anyone who is verbally overbearing, it's not that they don't know what they're doing. People know well aware what they are doing. They're very aware of what they're doing. When they're overbearing in their conversation, when they want to interrupt you, overtalk you, or shun your ideas, oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. We already know. They're unhealed. They're low vibrational and they have narcissistic traits. Those are dangerous people to be around. Stay away from them. Now, if this is someone like maybe in your workspace, maybe you work with this person, it's nothing you can do about it. Okay, that's different. But hanging out with these people personally after work, after hours, don't do it. Don't accept the invites to nowhere. Don't do it. But it's time for you that's for somebody, not for everybody, but it's time for you to stop dimming your light, okay? Because I'm picking up on someone who is very intelligent, very confident, and your aura is so bright that every time you speak, you have something new to say, and people are interested in what you have to say. But there's someone who is around you who gets angry. And this is a them problem. They get angry, they become intimidated, and they just get mad. It's like they want to put their claws into you, okay? And so this person is unhealed, and there's nothing you need to do about that because that's a them problem. The only thing you need to do is just stay away from them. So when they're overbearing, stay away from them. That is a spiritual nudge of a person. They're showing you through their representative. You know how they say you meet the representative first? They're showing you who they are. So Spirit is saying respect and honor that, okay? The next card we have here is justice, okay? So give yourself justice of making sure that you're constantly practicing self-preservation, okay? That you're constantly, it shouldn't be hard. Anyone who is meant to be in your life, okay? Associates, I don't call them friends, I call them associates. If you have them, beautiful. And if you don't, it's still beautiful. Life is what you make it, but it should never be hard. You see how this person is standing with their tippy toes. And I'm pretty sure for them to stretch and be in this position, that's got to be some strain here. It should never be a strain, but give yourself the justice of constantly practicing self-preservation. Who cares who doesn't like it? And if you find a person who has a problem with who you are and you're being yourself, that's another spiritual nudge from the divine to stay away from that person. The next card we have here is the Scout of Cups. In this picture, you see this person having fun. Whee! Going for a swim. This is your energy, lovely and bubbly. There are people who are irritated by the mere presence of your smile, of your glee, of your happiness. But Source is saying, don't you ever dim your light. Continue to shine. Just because someone else is frowning, you do not have to frown, okay? Keep your head up high and hold the light. Hold the light, collective. Okay? You do not have to do what everyone else is doing, especially if it's unhealthy, okay? The next card is Explorer of Pentacles. You see this person is resting. She's soaking, okay? And so Spirit could possibly be saying that someone needs to maybe do a spiritual bath or maybe work on constantly practicing spiritual hygiene because there are some haters around you. There are some haters around you. Especially the ones that kiki with the widest smile. They're the fakest of all. They're the fakest of all. But stay on your square. There's no need to be confrontational because a lot of times people will try to provoke you as well, okay? To get you upset and things like that. But work on yourself and your growth, and whatever this hobby is you want to start is coming up again. There's something you want to start up again, whether it's going back to school to further your education, maybe taking up a class, maybe starting something on social media. Maybe you want to go to dance class, whatever it is, put it where it resonates. You need to get started, okay? There are no stupid ideas, there are no stupid questions. And so this is your life, and you do have a say so in how it goes and who stays in your life and who isn't allowed. You do have a say so. You have the Knight of Wands, okay? The Nine of Wands, excuse me. And so this person is concerned, and these people are concerned with you persevering. Do not allow it any longer, collective. Do not allow people to make you sit astute. You do not have to be still, be frozen in place and do nothing just to get along and please people. Maybe because you heard someone tell you that your idea wouldn't work. I keep picking up on that. They don't know that. Spirit is saying they don't know what will work for you. Just because something doesn't work for one person doesn't mean it won't work for you. What is for you is not for them. Okay? And you need to know, I have this here for a reason. You're not for everybody, and everybody is not for you. Okay? We're all uniquely, individually, divinely created. It's supposed to be that way. We're supposed to be different. Okay? We're supposed to be different. You're not supposed to be like anyone. Okay? So embrace your uniqueness and embrace that you are different from others. The next one we have is the Five of Swords. Conflict, indecision. You see how this person is climbing up, but they're looking back, okay? Being indecisive, not knowing which way to go. This is what people around you, they want you to be indecisive. They want you to be confused. And that's why it's important to make sure you're practicing spiritual hygiene, making sure when you come across particular energy that is overbearing, or they're showing those narcissistic traits where they want to control and dictate, to not deal with these kind of people. There's no need to even associate yourself with them or socialize. If it's at work and you have to tolerate them while you're at work, yeah, but say less. Speak to them as less as possible, okay? But these are not people who you want to hang with after hours or accept any of their invites, because they have nefarious intentions. These are the kind of people who will invite you somewhere and try to set you up. Yes, collective. These are the people who will invite you somewhere and try to set you up to harm you. So Spirit is saying, be mindful. The Two of Swords, okay? Swimming through, not being confused, because you are not confused, but there are different, surrounding the swimmer as they're moving forward, okay? But she's swimming through regardless of what it looks like. That's you working on your confidence, okay? Not allowing these people to distract you or tell you what you can't do or become. If they feel this way, they want you to feel that way. There are some people who feel that there can only be one person in the world to be happy. There can be one person on top, Some people want you to feel socially obligated. Never allow people to make you feel socially obligated. When I partake or choose to participate in anything, if I'm not spiritually led, I'm not messing with it. And I know the difference between what's my energy and what isn't my energy. And if it's not for my highest good, I'm not messing with it. I'm not dealing with it. If you're toxic, I'm not dealing with you. I'm just not, and I'm not explaining to you why. Because once again, collective, people know what they be doing. And they'll sit in your face and laugh, and they'll even give you fake hugs. But after that, make sure you cleanse yourself. They'll even give you fake hugs. But make sure you cleanse yourself to get that energy off of you. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. The next card we got here is Lovers, okay? Maybe someone is being very opinionated about how you express or show love to your partner. That is nobody's business, how much time you spend with your partner, how romantic you want to be with your partner. That is nobody's business. That is something personal and private. And if someone around you is maybe passing judgment, maybe because you want to, maybe you're hanging out with them and you say, you know what, pull over. I want to get my girl some flowers, or I want to get my man some flowers. Men get flowers too. Yes, they do. And the first thing they say, flowers. What you doing that? That's a spiritual nudge. That's somebody you need not to be around. That is somebody who wants to control your happiness and how you live. Because number one, we are all adults and you don't need anyone to dictate to you of how to express your love for your partner. Doesn't matter whether you're male and female, two men loving each other, or two women loving each other. All are welcome on this channel. Everybody's welcome. You're entitled to love whoever you want to love. Yes, you are. I said it. Okay? Next card we have here is the Acrobat, number 12. So you do not have to overextend yourself to make other people happy. Make sure that you are extending yourself to make yourself happy. And so that you can sit on this throne and put this crown on your head. Let me hold it up again. Your spirit team is waiting for you to step forward and sit on your throne and place that crown on your head where it belongs. You are enough. You are worthy. You do have purpose and intention. You are valuable. You are important. It does not matter how other people may feel about you. It does not matter if someone maybe don't like you for whatever. Those things don't matter. Those things do not matter. They really don't. What matters is, are you happy and are you living a life that makes your heart smile? And I say your heart smile because the smile on the outside is really meaningless. It's really about how does your heart feel? Is your heart light? Are you carrying or harnessing any hate or iniquity, that passionate hate against people? Even if you don't deal with a person or you no longer deal with them, you still don't have to carry hate for them. You can really love a person from a distance. You can forgive them from a distance and not deal with them. And that does not make confirmation. That does not make you loved any less from the divine. That does not mean you're an evil person. That means you're practicing self-preservation. Okay? And so I love this card here, the Guide of Pentacles. I love the way she or he is watering the garden. Okay, making sure that those seeds get saturated so that they can grow and blossom and bloom. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Spirit is saying, pour into yourself. Make sure your cup is filled always. And if there are some things that need to be removed, because we know if a garden doesn't have what it needs, it will what? It will not blossom. Doesn't matter whether it's flowers, a house plant, vegetables, fruit. If it doesn't have what it needs, whether it's fertilizer, whether it's maybe organic soil, maybe putting some, I'm supposed to say mulch. Maybe if it's putting some compost down, mulch. Okay, well, you can put mulch around flowers if you're planting them, but either way, if the garden doesn't have what is necessary, what is required, so that it'll have a healthy, structured growth, it will not blossom. So give yourself what is necessary. Protect your peace, collective. Protect your mind. Do not allow people who want you to dim your light. That's the title of this read. They want you to dim your light. They want you to feel like you can't achieve. So what? You're the first one in your family. Go for it. So what? You haven't seen anybody else do it before. Go for it. So what? You don't have all your supplies yet. Go for it. Start with what you got. Maybe you're an excellent barber and you know how to cut hair, but you ain't got the new clippers. Go for it. Use what you got. Use what you got. You take a step, the universe will take a step. May even take 2 or 3 for you. Let me go in and bless them with some money so they get them clippers they want. Let me go ahead and, you never know where your goal lies. You have to tread lightly and be mindful. Someone could have Capricorn placement in their chart, okay? But this is what it's all about. This is an illusion. This is an illusion here. The image of devil, has been projected onto our mindsets and our psyche, forever, since you've been on planet Earth, of what the image is. It's been projected onto you. Because there are animals that have horns. but I don't see them as the devil. It's all about your perception. This is an illusion. Do not allow these people to put or place any fear in your heart. Do not mingle. Do not communicate. Your silence is your peace, your protection, and your silence could be very loud if you allow it to be. Do not feed the fears. It's false evidence appearing real. You can be, you can do, and you can have all that you desire. As long as you're not trying to establish or build or obtain under the circumstances of hurting someone else. As long as you're not trying to build, create, or obtain under the circumstances of hurting someone else. Spirit is showing you. This represents conflict, being confused. Okay, competition, conflict. They want you to be in conflict with your path, but your path is lit. So I just told you the devil energy is false. So never mind those seeds of doubt that people have said to you and told you what you can't do and what you can't be, or you're not enough, or you don't qualify. This is not true energy here. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion so much we're turning it upside down. The devil is an illusion. You're in full control. This represents conflict and competition. But your path is lit. So that means there must be a higher power or source working for you. Doesn't matter what your belief system is. All are welcome on this channel. All are welcome on this channel. So the pathway is lit. This represents the Most High, the divine, your ancestors, your spirit team, the universe, however you refer to your source or your belief system. They're letting you know it's lit. Don't believe the illusions. Don't fall for the lies that these people have told you. People who are close to you, people, maybe siblings, maybe cousins, maybe families, maybe co-workers, maybe associates, could be your spouse. You could have a husband or a wife who was jealous and non-supportive. It happens. It happens. And if you're in that situation, you should honor the gift of separation. Because that means some extreme healing needs to be done. You should want your spouse to win. Married or not, you should want them to win. It should never be a problem to see someone progress in life. The whole idea of being jealous or mad because somebody is choosing peace or choosing to be happy or choosing to progress, choosing to better their career, choosing to go back to school, choosing to lose weight, choosing to write a book, choosing to start a business. If these things bother you, that is a you problem. You need to look in the mirror and find out why and go somewhere and heal. That is a very extra special issue that needs special attention. One should never be jealous or have a problem with watching others succeed or be happy. But folks will put on that fake smile. No, they're not. Because good character is what you do when nobody is watching. What are you saying? What are you thinking about yourself and about others when nobody is watching? Are you still standing in your authenticity? Are you still smiling? Is your heart smiling? What does the inside feel like? Is it something that needs to be worked on? The healing process is a journey. It's never ending. You can't, crawl into a situation and say, oh, I worked on that. It's healed. No, it's a journey. It's a journey. See how slow turtle is moving? It's a journey. He'll get there, but it's still a journey. It's a journey. It's not happening overnight. Then something might stop it, but keep going. It's still a journey. Learning something new. It's still a journey. It's still a journey. Oh, no, not done. Learn something else new about myself. Now I got to turn around. Still working on the healing process. Here come Mr. Turtle. Coming back. Oh, here come a hurdle. I might have to pause for a minute. Wait, but it don't stop. I got to keep going. Mr. Turtle he's steady going. It's a journey. It's a marathon. We're always in the energy of evolution. Metamorphosis is constantly taking place. There's always something new to learn about yourself, inside you, outside you, all around you. And very few are willing to do the work. So this is your confirmation, not your coincidence, to just protect yourself, because there's an energy around you who really don't want you to believe in yourself. Life is not perfect. There'll be good days. There'll be bad days. There'll be days where you don't want to get up and do nothing. Take a break. Always take a break. But make sure you come back. Make sure you come back. Don't allow anyone to take you off course. Oh, come on over here, have a smoke with me. Let's roll up. We about to go. Man, forget that. You about to go read a book, man. You don't need to read no books. You about to go clean up, man. You don't need to clean up. Oh, even ish like that. And that may be small, but you got to look out when people talk like that, when people make comments like that. That's a spiritual nudge. That's the divine. That's your ancestors alerting you. Beep, beep, beep. Get away from this person. Beep, beep, beep. Don't deal with them no more. There's something wrong with them. You don't need to know what, because that ain't your business or your problem. Just get away from them. I went to go buy an ironing board, and I had a person tell me, "Why you buying an ironing board? If I was you, I'd iron on the floor." Collective. I had somebody. I just had to share that with you. And when they said that to me, I just went silent. I had to hit the sound bowl for that one. They was like, "Why you buying an ironing board? If I was you, I'd iron on the floor." I didn't even respond. I just went silent and went and bought me an ironing board anyway. Now, we understand that there may be times where you might have to iron on the floor, but even things as small as that, you cannot inspire me not to buy what I need. What you can do is get away from me with that low vibrational lack mentality, and don't you ever return to my presence. Go mind your business. Even things as small as that, look out for that, because that's that warning signal, letting you know who you are around. That this energy is not inspiring or encouraging. You got people concerned. You got people concerned because you're almost there. But once you make it there, there'll always be more. Each height, each level, every time you conquer something, you'll have a new goal, and you're supposed to. But be patient with yourself and do it at a pace, not with haste. You don't have to be anxious, because what is for you will never pass you by. But they are concerned. This is what it is. They're concerned, babe. You got people worried. You got people worried around here. Do you know you got people worried? They're very stressed out. And they know that this right here is yours. It's written in the stars for you. You got people irritated. They probably tossing and turning. They could be dreaming about you, watching you, trolling your social media, looking at you under other people's accounts, fake accounts, or, all those little silly things. Still trying to slander your character, which is, who cares? Who cares? This concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.